because I heard he done got whooped on about 3 times already in there. And I got that confirmed from a very, very good source. But nothing major, just, kicked, stumped, hit.
27 years after the tragic murder of rapper Tupac, LAPD has finally been able to catch the man responsible. Keefe D. Putting Keefe behind bars was not easy. However, the case is far from over because you see, this was not a one-man show. Fans strongly believe that there were other people involved in Tupac's murder, and guess what? Everyone's pointing their finger at one man, Diddy. Even Keefe D is singing the same tune. The ex-gangsta has been spilling the beans in jail, and it looks like someone wants to silence him for good because the streets are saying that there have been attempts on Keefe D's life. Yet, despite the attacks, Keefe D is standing strong. In fact, he's sending a message of his own, and Diddy is shaking in his boots right now. Just what went down between the two? And is Diddy that scared? Welcome back to Celebrity Fix, where we will be talking about how Keefe D sent a shocking message from his jail cell about Diddy. But before we give you the deets, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more videos.
Now, there were rumors floating around that he was attacked in jail.
I heard that too.
Is there any truth in that?
Keefe D was arrested in September earlier this year, and ever since then, he's been confined to a jail cell. However, life behind bars is not what Keefe D imagined it to be.
I knew a lot of guys out there. I was in the motorcycle club the whole thing. And one of my club brothers, a friend of mine, told me that it happened. And then I heard it from Reggie. Okay. So I'm like, okay, that might be true.
According to Reggie Wright Jr., Keefe D has been having a tough time behind bars. For those of you who don't know, Reggie used to work at Suge Knight's Death Row Records back in the day. What's more, his dad was a gang enforcer at the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department's unit Operation Safe Street in Compton. Safe to say, Reggie has plenty of ties to the situation, and apparently he has some news for us. In a recent interview, Reggie revealed that Keefe has been jumped multiple times in jail. Now this is concerning because Keefe D is still awaiting trial, which means he's gonna be spending a lot more time behind bars. And so, this is only the start. The ex-gangsta probably has to stay on his toes all the time. However, fans don't have any sympathy for Keefe D. He kinda dug his own grave by running his mouth in interviews. Mind you, the only reason Keefe was caught was because he kept bragging about how he was there the night of Tupac's murder. He was kind enough to explain how the entire ordeal went down in detail. You see, Keefe D is the last man alive who was present at the time of Tupac's murder. He even bragged about his life of crime in a 2019 memoir, Compton Street Legend. Apparently, it was his trump card to avoid some drug ring charges. Fans don't know how that worked out for him, but one thing's for sure. Keefe D's days of bragging about his crimes are over for good as he spends his days in an orange jumpsuit. That said, Keefe D has pleaded not guilty to Tupac's murder, which is shocking because he had been bragging about masterminding the entire thing for years now.
So, he pleads not guilty. He was given no bail. Did that surprise you?
No.
So in these situations, it's always a no bail?
It's always a no bail.
He'd appeared in court on November 7, 2023. His trial is due for June 3, 2024. It's a long time away, and unfortunately for Keefe D, he would be spending that time behind bars.
Man, those 2 months is kicking his motherfucking ass, ain't it? That picture look bad.
Keefe D's public defender attorneys, Charles Cano and Robert Arroyo, have talked about trying to seek bail for their client. However, fans don't think it will work since Keefe D is being tried for murder. The good news is that prosecutors are not pushing for the death penalty, despite Nevada being a capital punishment state. According to Nevada prosecutors, Tupac was involved in a casino brawl with Crips gang member Orlando Anderson, who happens to be Keefe D's nephew. Anderson was apparently present in the car with his uncle during the drive-by shooting, and according to some accounts, Anderson was the one who fired the shots that fateful night. While all that's fine, what's concerning are the attacks on Keefe D's life. From where fans are standing, it seems like someone is trying to silence him for good because he can spill even more beans. And fans think they know exactly who it is. Diddy Combs.
Well, the story that has circulated was that after Tupac got killed, Puffy allegedly gave the money
I heard.
to Zip,
Yes.
and Zip was supposed to give the money to Keefe and them,
Yes.
but he never gave the money to him.
But thank God he never gave him the money.
Mind you, Keefe D has been pointing his finger at Diddy since the beginning. According to him, Diddy put a hit on Tupac's head, offering $1 million to whoever got the job done. Now, the idea that Diddy ordered a hit on Tupac is not too unbelievable. Over the years, numerous people have stepped forward to confirm that Diddy was extremely jealous of Tupac. He wanted him out of the rap scene. He was competing to be better than him. If Tupac slept with someone, you can be dead sure that Diddy slept with them as well. It seemed like he didn't want to lose in any way. What's more, after Tupac's death, Diddy practically became the king of rap. There were few who opposed him, which gave him a motive for murder. It also adds truth to Keefe D's statements about Diddy being the mastermind. However, even with Keefe D getting the job done, Diddy didn't pay him. In fact, Keefe D never saw the money. And yet now he's paying for his crimes. So of course he has a score to settle with Diddy. He probably wants to see the rapper behind bars as well because he had a hand in Tupac's murder as much as anyone else.
And he's a pawn in the game. A pawn in the game. Yeah, gonna spend the rest of his life for being a pawn. Yeah, okay, whatever.
What's more, fans think that Keefe D might have some dirt on Diddy. It might be his last get-out-jail-free card, which is why Diddy is ordering the hits. Mind you, Diddy is exactly the type of person to take someone out for his own good. He did it to Al B and his fellow Bad Boy Records founders. That's not all. Remember that bit about Keefe D going around bragging about the skeletons in his closet? Well, some people think that the only reason Keefe D felt comfortable doing that was because he cut some kind of deal with the feds in exchange for immunity. If you think about it, there's only one thing that Keefe D could have offered the authorities, and that's Diddy. The LAPD had been struggling to catch the man responsible for masterminding Tupac's murder for over 2 decades now, and it seems like they saw a way out by teaming up with Keefe D. There's no telling if the alliance will work at the moment. So far, the authorities have made no moves against Diddy. He's been running around as a free man without a care in the world. However, with Keefe D in police custody, that might change soon. The doors are closing in for Keefe D. He's getting desperate, and he won't think twice about spilling everything to the feds. Let's hope that Keefe D is able to stay alive before then. If he dies, authorities might just lose their only chance of putting Diddy behind bars. There was a small hope when Cassie filed her lawsuit. However, with the rapper settling the case with $30 million, it seems like it's all up to Keefe D now. And that's all for today. What do you think of the situation? Is there truth to Keefe D's words? Will Diddy finally end up in jail? How long before the police catch him? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more videos. We will see you next time with more updates from the celebrity world.